All right. Welcome back to the Strange Noise Podcast, everybody.
Yo, yo.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
What's cracking?
Not much. A little bored.
Quarantine going, it's getting everyone a little stir crazy.
Yeah, dude. If you guys, this is our second episode in a row now from practicing safer at home.
Yep. Safer at home, stay home.
We thought about breaking the rules just because we really wanted to use our set.
With their nice cameras.
It sucks because we're just going backwards again, you know?
No, yeah. Well, that's all good. It's not our fault.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I thought of that exact same thing, the idea of going backwards, like, because we were like, we took that break in order to make a better set, to improve our production. And now we're on webcams.
Yeah, we're on shitty webcams. Whatever.
Well, the studio's ready, though.
It's ready and waiting. Just keep dusting it off. Keep cleaning it, you know?
That's what I was doing, too. I got, like, the, what's that little aerosol, like, dust off?
Oh, the the computer stuff.
Yep.
Don't forget to Lysol that thing, too.
And then I've been huffing it after
oh,
cleaning.
Shit. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the only problem. I passed out.
Passed out. Didn't get to finish cleaning the set.
Dude, you're going to pass out. It's going to be like Walking Dead for you. You're going to wake up and then, like, the apocalypse took over.
Imagine that.
Dude.
Wow.
That'd be weird, man. Imagine waking up like that. Like, your family, where would they be? Like, it's crazy, dude.
Gone. Resident Evil style.
Ooh. I wonder if there were any stories of, like, people, like, either in comas or something waking up during this time to find out, like, everybody's stuck at home. Nobody's there.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
They wake up sick with the coronavirus. Oh, shit.
Oh, they have some bad luck.
Ooh, wow, that's interesting. Can you get sick?
Yeah.
While in a coma?
Yeah, you can. Someone puts their dirty ass germs on you.
Oh.
I mean, because your body's still functioning other than like your brain.
Right.
Your sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you would have had to have, and I'm assuming some of the staff are at least, what do you call them? What do they call the carriers that aren't, but they actually don't get sick?
Asymptomatic.
Asymptomatic, there you go.
Yeah.
Where you can be a carrier, but you're actually not sick. And I'm sure a lot of the nurses and doctors are that way, so I'm sure they could have passed it on to somebody that, unbeknownst to them.
Yeah, it's true.
But, they're freaking doing a good job right now.
Hats off
Thank
to
you, all you nurses, everybody out there.
Absolutely.
Doctors. Yep, hats off.
Lines. my headphones are there. But, dude, it's funny. Have you guys started, like, taking any new, like, what do you call it? Like,
routes home?
Huh?
I said new routes home.
Yeah. No, like new practices. Like, dude, I've noticed like it's like as I get home now, like immediately I get home, I'll like Lysol like my shoes, my bag, everything.
Yeah.
I'll like take my jacket off. I'll put it away. Like I'll make sure.
Yeah, I like right by my door when I walk in, I have everything. Like when I walk into the house, like the Lysol, the antibacterial wipes, and then I just take everything off, put in the dirty clothes, and then boom,
Dude, I hadn't even thought anything about that until like I watched this. There's a YouTube channel by a married couple called Becky and Chris, and the husband is he's a surgeon or he's a doctor, and so he was talking about his story about like immediately comes home, like goes into the back door where their like laundry room is, takes off all his like his smocks and everything, immediately puts them in the washer, like immediately goes to take a shower and then goes out for the day. I was like,
I mean, dude. Especially if you said he was a doctor or something?
Yeah. So like he's on the front lines all the time.
Yep.
But I was like, that got me thinking. I was like, ooh, I was like, because since we all still go to work.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh man, like I'm still out there, so like I should just at least be like doing my due diligence to like try to stay somewhat sanitary when I come home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you don't know who you could give it to, and then. Then they pass it on, and then just cycle continues.
Yeah,
Never
dude.
ending.
never ending.
Dude,
And I heard like there's reports of people that had it or getting it again.
what? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh,
So
damn.
like,
I heard that was like people were afraid of that. That there was
yeah,
a possibility that people could get it again. But
yeah.
I
So if
thought,
if it's anything like just like the flu, then yeah, because it comes around every year.
yeah.
Call
Right.
it a flu season for a reason. Is it like, are we gonna have the COVID-19 season?
Mm.
Ooh,
Which is COVID flu.
dude, it's possible. I heard they're starting to do what they call like an antibodies test or antibiotic or antibodies test. Yeah,
Yeah, antibody tests to test the people that have, yeah, maybe created like some type of
that
immunity towards it.
yeah, like they had it and then didn't realize it. They got over it, and then so they built like up their immunity against
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
So
What is it similar to the flu where you can get sick and then a few days you feel like you're getting better and then it just fucks you all over again
Yeah,
and
I think so.
completely comes back? Now those that's I'm asking because I wonder with those people, was it weeks in between their two episodes or was it
Oh yeah,
like a
I get what you're
day or
saying. Yeah,
two? You know, because
I'm not
sometimes
too
it
sure.
will do that. You'll be like, I'm feeling better. And then you'll spend the day, you're still at home in quarantine or, before quarantine, you would just be homesick. You'll
Yeah,
feel good. And then like the next day, you'll be fucking hit all over again when you wake up. Like nothing
yeah.
ever changed.
Shit, dude.
oh, I wonder. Yeah, because the stories I've heard, like people are, like they'll start getting maybe feeling something around like day two,
Hmm.
but then around like day 10 is about the worst. It's like where they
Yeah,
feel like they can't breathe. They have like the fever and the body aches and everything.
Ugh.
Um, so I don't know how it maybe they notice the symptoms and nothing really. You maybe you're right. Maybe it's not like it hits them again in another wave, but it's like they think something's going on and then it just hits them like later on in the cycle.
I wonder, man.
But yeah, dude.
it's
Yeah.
crazy times, bro. We're living in, man. Dude, it's crazy. Like I didn't really put too much thought into it because like I go to work every day,
Mhm.
but like when I get home, like I change and do my routine, and then me and Nevea will go for a walk, just to get her out of the house because she's
Yeah.
cooped up in the house. We're walking and everyone's walking, like some guy was walking next to me and he's all, this is, the guy just looked at me and I looked at him and I said hello and he's like, this is weird, huh? I was like, what do you mean? He was in his pajamas and I was like in my clothes, like whatever. And he was like, yeah, he's all, you guys going for a walk? I'm all, yeah, it's about all we can do. He's like, he's all, yeah, it's weird. He's all, you got to work? And I was like, oh, no, 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 I'm still going to work. So he's all, oh, at least you get to do that. He's all, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I do packaging for the medical, industry or
Everything.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And medical and food. And he was like, oh, he's all, that's cool. And then it felt weird. It felt weird. He said this to me. He was like, he looked me like straight in my eyes and was like, thank you for your service. And I was like, what? I'm just going to work, dude. Like I'm not a
Oh,
doctor. I'm not doing none of this stuff. But I didn't think too much about it. But like
so please tell me you felt a little guilty.
I felt super guilty because I
Because
was like,
no.
exactly.
We're like,
I was
we're a loophole.
exactly. Yes. I was like, my company's keeping my ass there to make money.
Yeah.
I am no hero.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I felt like that, and
You should have.
I came home and I told Marissa, and she was like, she's all, yeah, it's a little weird, but she's also, it's like you're still out there, that's what, this is the part that felt weird. It was like she's like, you're still out there, like risking being sick and bringing it home to us, And I was like, I'm all, yeah, but I'm not a fucking doctor, I'm not out there like interacting with the actual like people, and stuff like that. It was weird.
I actually feel horrible about going to work, man. I feel like every day that I'm walking out, I could bring that home, and I'm a fucking
Yeah.
asshole for doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same
Dude.
here. It's like,
Not only that, but like there's like also like a slight like fear that you could bring it home.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
That's what I mean. It's like weird because you never had to worry about that shit. You just went to work, came home, and now it's like, all right, you come home and you're like, all right, when are they gonna lock us down? Because they're talking like, I think the governor, Newsom, what's his name? Newsom, right?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom.
Gavin
Yeah.
Newsom.
Gavin Newsom. Yeah. He was saying that May is gonna be our peak.
Oh, really?
Like that's when it's gonna peak, and like they're saying it's probably gonna be like you're gonna start seeing thousands of cases a day.
Oof.
Yeah, like at least 1,000 cases a day, and I was like, shit. Like and they're saying we're supposed to be on lockdown until the 30th. And
Of
I was like,
April?
it's gonna of April.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
It's
yeah.
gonna go past that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, I can't like fathom the idea of like them already like, especially like when Trump was like, oh yeah, we're gonna, we'll be good by Easter,
Yeah, but
or at least he was hoping by Easter, and I was like, I don't think so, man.
Get your Easter bunnies ready.
Get your Easter.
They're gonna be
And
heat.
that's the thing too. Like I think of like, fuck, I have to keep Nevaeh in the house for Easter. Like I haven't seen my parents in like 2-3 weeks now. It's like, ugh.
Dude, yeah. I was just talking to Vanessa, and I was like, oh man, like, because her dad's birthday's in April, and I was like, oh, we're gonna like have to like Zoom call him for his
Yeah.
birthday, and then like it kind of just hit her at that moment. She's like, oh yeah, like we're not gonna be able
Yeah.
to do that. Like
It's crazy.
all these little things, dude. Like it, dude. You know what? Like actually hit me hard. I was talking to a coworker, and we were talking about like just all this, all the craziness, and then he was talking about like. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, there's like some people who are sick, and like and some people that are even dying, and like their family members can't even come visit them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
like,
Very
oh
good.
shit! I was like, that didn't even like cross my mind. The idea like that they're literally dying by themselves.
Suffering
Yeah.
alone.
I was like,
Yeah.
holy crap! And like in that moment, I was like, oh damn! I was like, just like my whole day, dude. Like I was like, oh
Yeah. No. Yeah. If we like one of my uncle's wife's mother passed away, and they couldn't go to the funeral service. They had to have it outside. Like they could only let like 5 people in at a time, and they held the service pretty much outside of there, with everyone spaced apart, of course. But like it's like crazy. Ugh.
dude, it's freaking it's insane, dude. I like there's so much of that going on, and then like you see like people that aren't really still taking this seriously, like
Yeah.
Right.
like we had to go to the store today, and we got some stuff, and it was funny. We went to one store to get some groceries. Everybody was in there. It was like an Asian market, and everybody in there, face masks, gloves, staying apart from each other,
For
and
sure.
and then we went down like, oh, I was like, oh, we had to grab some other stuff. Went to like the 99-cent store was right across the street, and then went in there. It was freaking packed. Everybody was like butts to nuts, like in line, and I was like, oh my, like we immediately like, nope, we're getting right out of here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
like,
how all the Walmarts have been. It's like anarchy. There's no system in place. People are fucking just
dude.
bumping each other.
Yeah,
They'll literally
dude.
come up while you're shopping for something and looking on a shelf, and you'll get someone that brushes next to you, and you're like, oh.
Dude, that's just that's like crazy because like I think like how much. I know we talked about this last time, but like just how much the culture is gonna shift once it's all over. Everyone's gonna be like, like get the fuck away, type deal.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Did you
dude.
hear? Was it LeBron James that said he's never shaking a hand again?
Really?
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe he thinks it's gonna bring back his hairline, man. That's why.
Yo, you're fucked up. That's so good. Yeah, he's gonna go like Howie Mandel, but even further. Because I think Howie does like the dap. He'll
Yeah.
bump
yeah.
you.
He's
But,
a germaphobe. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a hardcore germaphobe before this.
Yep.
Dude, but I still have people like come into
That closet back there.
yeah
The door to
my
the
job.
graveyard.
They come into my job and like I don't know if they don't get it or whatever, but they try to shake my hand and I'm like, double bump, like, hey bro, I'm not like gonna shake your hand.
Oh, dude. You know what? Mo made the mistake the other day. We have a new landscaper gardener, and we were talking through like pricing and everything, and then we settled on a price, and he was leaving, and we told him, all right, bye. And then Mo reached out to shake his hand, and then he looked at it, and he's like, all right, and he shook it, and then I look at him, and I'm like, and I look at Mo. I have to shake this guy's fucking hand right now. Like she forced my hand.
Literally.
She literally forced my hand, and I had fucking stuck my hand out, and I shook it, and then I just held it there, and then he walked away, and I turned right back into my fucking house. Go watch it.
You held it out like a little kid, just wondering, like, ew,
Ew.
dude.
Horrible.
But yeah, dude, like, oh man, I feel the same way. Like, there's just so much of that, like the way you second guess things now. Like, we were in the store, and I was going down an aisle, and like an older gentleman was like right in the center, and he was like had his basket turned where like I couldn't really get around. And then as I go to like kind of creep around him, like he does like this hacking cough. Like,
Oh shit!
Like, I immediately stop. Like, oh my god, no!
No, it's on me,
Dude. I had a similar experience too. We were in the vegetable section, and there was a guy that walked past us. He had a surgical mask on, and we've been wearing ours too, just to fucking reduce. What if I'm sick? I'm not trying to make the fucking world sick. I'm doing my part. I'm trying to be extra. Anyway, this guy was wearing a surgical mask, and he just kept like underneath his mask. And Mo walked up from my right just as he passed, and I told her, "Don't go in that area right there." He fucking just hacked him. He's not even fucking paying attention, and he's a dick. And just come this. Don't breathe his air. Don't breathe his air.
That's contaminated air.
Oh, dude,
It's horrible right now. Yeah. We're all turning into like those people, Usually we think people are dicks.
Dude, that I was hoping like my mind wouldn't do that, but I've noticed just like it's slowly like just kind of like thinking of this thing like same thing, like we're in the store and like Vanessa like go and like she's like touching stuff and I'm like she'll come to like brush me on the shoulder. I'm like, oh, don't touch
slap
me.
her hand.
Get this shit out of here! Why are you just touching me for me?
Get some hand sanitizer first.
Yes.
But
do you hand sanitize your gloves? Like,
yes. No, dude. Actually, I mean, there's legit reason you actually have to if you think about it. Like, because the gloves are protecting your hands from having the germs, but the gloves have the germs on it as well. So
exactly. Yep.
Dude, I just toss them because I have a lot. So
yeah.
So I just like before I get in my car. Before I touch anything, I'll take them off. I have a little bag, that I keep in my car. Not in my car, but like I have in my trunk, and I'll throw them in there. And then when I get home, I'll throw that bag away and stuff. But,
sick.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like when I'm out, like actually still in the store. Like,
okay.
You know how they still have the hand sanitizer? Like every chance I get, like I'll grab it and like I'll put it on my hand. And I didn't think about that until I was watching a video. I think the New York Times did a little piece on like all the healthcare workers, and I saw some of them. Like they would wash their hands, they would scrub up, they'd put their gloves on, and before going into surgery, they would sanitize their gloves. And I never thought about that. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense,
It does make sense, but if you have shitty gloves, what I noticed with my shitty gloves when I did use it made them really sticky.
Oh,
like they got like sticky, like they're like you close your hand, you get like a web thing, like a suction.
You turn to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've noticed like a lot of people like having like makeshift things. Like people were wearing like those grocery or the vegetable bags on their hands or something.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That's sick. People are being creative, man.
Dude. Yeah. I see people like double glove it and then take one off and throw them away, and they have one under. Yeah.
Dude, that's how we do it at work, dude.
Yeah.
In the clean room. But
yeah, well, I've seen the videos of like the nurses and the doctors putting on their PPE, and it's like, like gloves and then glove, that latex, the big latex one.
Oh yeah.
And then another glove on top of that, and I'm like, oh shit! And then they tuck them in. They put their scrub on, their scrub that's like their overcoat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'll tape,
Dude, they gotta make sure, man.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, can they even move? I imagine they're like the little boys, like on the Christmas Story. Or Christmas.
Oh yeah,
has like 5 coats on, and he's like trying to move around.
Oh,
dude, they're sweating like crazy under those. things.
For sure.
Oh yeah, even just under your mask, especially if you have facial hair. Oh,
yeah.
A lot of people have been shaving too, to like get more secure, closure on the mask.
I didn't even think about that. I'm just gonna shave it to where it's like like right here, I'm gonna have like handlebars and just like so.
Sick. He takes
Okay.
it off. It's got his fucking the outline.
Yup.
You're like,
That's
what? I want a
awesome.
good seal.
You know what's
Dude,
weird? Speaking of facial hair, dude,
oh, go ahead.
do your eyebrow hairs grow out more? I've been noticing that mine have been like, I mean, I trim them, but fuck, dude, recently it feels like they just been like getting out of hand. I don't know if I'm just like
Getting old,
not paying
bro.
attention. I don't know.
Dude, no,
I never have to shave mine ever. I trim them
Ever?
Yeah.
ever.
You don't get like the wayward, like the tiny little.
No,
curl,
dude,
you know,
mine.
like, once in a
Yeah,
while?
I have very thin eyebrows, so they don't ever come out ever.
I have bushy eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be that old man, dude, that has like freaking the bat wings on the end of your.
Dude, you gotta just rock
I
it,
feel,
bro.
yeah, I feel like if this was a different time, we would show pride in that. As a male,
Yeah.
we would be like,
yeah.
you know, it's like twisting the handlebars of your fucking mustache or
Like,
something.
hey, baby, check it
You know,
out.
like twisting these two. Absolutely, man.
Muse your eyebrows, dude. But I think like being like kind of stuck inside your house, or like at least not being able to go out as much, like has you noticing things like that, like the little things, you know?
Yeah.
Because I did the same thing where like I went and I was like, oh, like I don't know if I just noticed it, but like I had like a few gray hairs like in my like facial hair, and I was like, huh, never noticed this before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like
But-
anything to keep yourself busy and distracted, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Oh, dude, I've been wanting to like just do something, like start some kind of like thing. Like I was gonna like call you guys. I was like, hey, do you think we should start vlogging for the podcast? Just
I know, dude, something, dude. I'm down. Shoot.
one,
Dude,
because I
yes.
just wanted like some new stuff to edit, because I wanted to, because I've been working on the new software, the DaVinci
Yeah.
Resolve, and I was like, oh, I need some stuff to kind of like get my chops in order. So I was like, oh, let's just start vlogging, you know, like, and I'll just have like we'll each have like a daily vlog, and then like we'll put one out or something like
That'd
that,
be cool, yeah.
and then
I'm down with it.
more
Yep.
content.
Yep.
We gotta hold a Instagram live session to have a funeral for that Mac you have. The
Oh,
old Mac.
Ooh, sledgehammer.
Dude. No, it's still okay. You know. That's
Gotta keep it.
I already told Vanessa like I'm gonna replace the battery and throw an SSD in it, and then it'll
There
be
you
her
go.
like little computer that she can use.
Oh, that's sick. It's a good idea.
So fix it up. But with all the bad news going on in the world, what do you guys think about like talking about some good news?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Change it
something
up.
to lighten the load.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know. Like this week, I noticed like I've been seeing a lot of like the celebrities kind of stepping up to the plate for certain things.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the momentum of like of everybody kind of like talking about good things and like kind of sending off positive energy. And I was like,
For sure.
you know what? Like I like that, and I like, especially in this time, like whoever's checking out this podcast, you know, whatever it is, like hopefully like just sharing a good story like in this time
Yeah.
will just kind of like keep everybody's spirits up, because I noticed the other day, like when I got to work. So usually I'll get to work and like I'll have my coffee, kind of like get ready for the day, get my stuff in order for the day, and for some reason like I was just like more down than normal. Like I don't know what it was, and I don't know if like things are just starting to things are just starting to weigh on me.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it could weigh definitely.
And I never thought about that. Never thought that like because I'm not in it. Like I don't know anybody that's necessarily sick or that was sick from it, you know?
Yeah.
So like I was just like, oh, like why is it? And I wonder if it's just the one thing I noticed, I had to stop watching the news. Like I would come home
I
from,
stopped too, dude.
because every day, right? Like it's just like
Yep.
an update, and you're just like, oh, more and more and
Yeah.
more, and then you're just like, And so like I noticed that I was like I had to stop watching the news. So I was like, after I stopped doing that, I noticed my spirits coming up a little bit more.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, that was a good thing. I think it's just kind of like getting your mind off of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool. I was like, let's share some like cool stories, just like whatever that we kind of liked in this time, you know, that would just kind of like uplifting, and that hopefully anybody that takes anything away from it will like could have like a kind of a positive, you know, message or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
I'm down, dude.
But so
It's
I
gonna be
wanted.
called "What's Good."
Ooh, what good? What good?
What good?
What's good, boy?
Oh yeah. But The first thing I noticed this week that actually it's funny because speaking of the news, like usually I would get home and I would like kind of turn on the news and watch it and to see what was going on. And then so when I first got home, me and Vanessa sat down at the couch, and then she knew I was gonna probably turn on the news, and she's like kind of like had that face like, oh, I don't want to watch the news. And then so I was like, oh no, let's watch something else. So I put on again, I can't remember how to say his name. John Krasinski.
Yep.
Yep, you got it.
Killed it.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah. But so you guys hadn't seen it yet. You guys haven't
I did
seen
see
it. Yet.
it.
Oh, you
I
did see it?
seen.
What?
I don't know how many installments there are, but I seen one.
I think he only has one right now.
Okay, yeah, I know he highlighted the one of the girls with cancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for anybody who doesn't know, John Krasinski, Jim from The Office. He's also married to Emily Blunt. You know. What is he?
Blunted.
He's on Jack Ryan on Amazon.
Jack. Yep. Quiet Place.
Ah, yes.
Wrote and directed that.
Writer,
Right?
director, actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Quiet.
he did it all.
And Quiet Place 2, whenever that comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
But so he decided to get on this good news train as well. And he started a little show in his house called Some Good News, where he just started sharing some like good news. So me and Vanessa like sat down, I threw it on for her, and then we watched the whole thing, and it was kind of like a little pickup for our day. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. You know, I like that, you know, people are stepping up to this, you know.
Right.
So the cool story that I saw, I actually saw it as a meme, like going around, or like not a meme, but like people were sharing it on Instagram. Was it was a picture of an older man holding up a sign at an emergency room, and on the sign it says, like, I want to thank you all in the emergency room for saving my wife's life. You know, I love you all. And I was like, oh, like that kind of like hit me hard. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like the man's so grateful for the emergency workers, for, you know, the nurses, the doctors that like are just kind of like going in day after day and just doing their job. But like he took the time to kind of go out there and like share his gratitude with them. And I was like, oh man, that's super cool, you know, like to like, even though like, you know, he could have went like home and just in his head was like, oh, like he could have just like decided
Put
to
it down.
yeah, and not do anything, but he went out of his way to thank him. So I was just like, oh, I was like, that's
cool,
really
dude.
cool, you know.
That is really
Yeah,
cool.
you need to hear like some positive stuff, and then you know just to break up the freaking depressing news you hear every day.
Yeah.
Right. And I think with that vlogging too, we can do our part.
Ooh, try to share some good
Yep.
news with that. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
I
not a
think
bad
that'd be-
idea. Yeah.
Because if it's helping us to see these things, I think if we contribute, you know, it would potentially help too.
Yeah, for sure.
Do our part. Have like a little jingle to go with it.
Yeah, because my my freaking downer thought thingy that I always have is like just like having a raise Nevaeh in this, like where it's like, oh, you can't go outside, Mama. Sorry, we can't go to the park. We can't, you know.
Right.
It's like always like, oh shit.
Yeah,
But-
and like kids are so young that they don't know really what's going on. They just understand that like, oh, I can't do what I normally would do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah. But yeah. So my good news. Are you my turn?
yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. It's not like crazy cool. It's a cool thing. My dad. All right, so my dad found a bird. Like it was just like it flew, and I guess my dad said it probably broke its wing or something, but it flew, and like my dad was just outside chilling, and it landed like right in his yard, and it caught his attention because it was neon, like a neon yellow. I'll send you the picture and maybe get to it right here
Sick.
or whatever, but put you on the spot, right? But yeah, dude, and he took a picture of it, he sent it to me, and he's hey, look what I got. And it was a video. It was the bird in the shoebox. My dad poked a bunch of holes in it, of course. And it was like biting me like heck when I got it, you know? I was like, oh crap. And it's
just trying to save you.
It's not a parrot. I don't know what it is, dude. I got to see what it is, but it's a neon bird. And my dad's,
I wonder if it's a finch.
might be, you know.
Ooh.
I didn't think about that. But my dad texted me. He's like, do you want it? And I was like, I was like, nah, don't freaking keep me up, you know.
I need as much sleep as I can get.
And then so I called him and we started talking. He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that'd be cool, you know, had something around the house to keep you busy. And he sent me a video today of the bird, and the bird is like all in love with the family now. She's like, I don't know, the bird's like on my mom's shoulder, just like running around, you
Oh,
know.
that's
What the heck?
awesome.
Yeah, dude. So like they're like, oh, we're gonna keep it. You know, my dad went to the pet store and bought a bunch of stuff. So
That's
but
dope, dude.
it was
That's
cool.
fucking amazing. Yeah, it's
It
super
was
cool.
cool. It's like in this turmoil of everything that's happening, like, you know, a neon bird. You know, you think about it. I think of just the bird as something very peaceful. So it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Now
that's
that
like a flower growing in the desert, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Desert Rose. Oh. Dude, the thing I like most about that story is like anybody who doesn't know your dad doesn't realize like how much of an intimidating figure he kind of seems.
Yeah.
So
My dad.
for this guy to like nurture a bird,
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. My dad's like 6'2", like stocky as hell, and has this little
Just
bird in his hand.
think about the big black guy in Green Mile
Exactly. Yeah,
caring
yeah.
for a bird.
Yep.
oh yeah, it's a good image.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
man, I love that story. I'm gonna add my own, and there's two things. One, I got something in the mail the other day that I was super stoked to get. I was waiting a very long time, and I finally got them. I ordered them on eBay, and I'm gonna show you guys right here. These are
Oh, sick.
Prince
Prince dollars.
Fiat.
Ooh,
It's a new form of fiat currency by way of the artist formerly known as Prince. And on the back, it even has a picture of Paisley Park, which is kind of fucking cool.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
damn.
Horrible. You're not going to see it on my cam, but anyway, I will post a picture. That I will
yes.
do. That
Send
I
a
will
picture.
do,
We'll throw it up in here.
for sure.
Yeah.
We'll put that up, and it'll fucking pop up right here. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking right. Racy, I do a bunch of editing. Sorry.
I hate all you guys.
But I was super stoked that these came in, and the only thing that's really keeping me going right now is the Tiger King on Netflix. So
that's
if you haven't
cool.
watched it yet, it's got a lot of everything.
I haven't checked that out yet.
It'll make you smile for sure. So I would definitely recommend it.
Definitely.
And
I'll
the midst
check
of all
that
this
out.
bullshit. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, I started watching it. Like me and Marissa got into like 4 episodes. Dude, it's hilarious.
It just keeps
like-
unfolding into something crazier.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. It's freaking cool though, dude.
It is pretty cool.
Dude, I've seen so many memes about it. Like I was just like, I have to check this out. Like
It's on fire right now. It's like
dude.
hot. It's so hot. It's incredible. It's stupid.
Dude,
Every
I
time
was
I-
doing. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say every time I open my Instagram feed, it's a new freaking Tiger King meme.
Yep.
All right, guys, you guys ready to just close this episode out then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Close it up.
Sweet. So, like all the episodes in this season, we're introducing not different. Anyways, we are introducing another new segment.
Yeah.
If you guys listen to the past episodes, you will know that we use this phrase a lot. But we are introducing a new segment called "Thank You, Father Algorithm,"
Yes.
where we take this moment to thank Father Algorithm for the blessings he has bestowed upon us
In our feed?
In our
Yes.
feeds. So this segment kind of goes to show like if anybody has ever been going through their feeds, whether it be Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever it is, and then they notice either a promoted ad or promoted video, tweet, whatever, but then they actually liked the product or band or whatever it is, and you're
Yeah.
like, huh, this is actually kind of good. So we thought we kind of use this moment to just like share the gems that the algorithm blessed us with. So
Like
up?
that.
yep, blessings up. But so on this episode, on this part of the segment, I wanted to show. I was randomly on YouTube, and it popped up in my feed. I know the vocalist of this band, and then I know that the guitarist is also a YouTuber. But so the where is it? So it's a song by a YouTuber called Jared Along. He's kind of a parody YouTuber. He does like funny songs, comedic
Oh, okay,
songs.
cool.
Yeah, he does a lot for like the scene music, so like pop punk, kind of emo. He'll, like,
Okay.
I think I want to say his first parody band was called Canadian Baseball, to kind of parody American football. So, well, this song is basically it's called well, the title of the video is a coronavirus, but it's a brutal deathcore song.
Oh shoot.
So they took I think they took the 5 rules of the 5 rules of the coronavirus. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, all that. And they threw it into a brutal deathcore song.
I like that.
It's good.
So here, this is coronavirus, but it's a brutal deathcore song. All right, that was coronavirus, but it's a brutal deathcore song. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yep.
I like that. Dude, like the way he wrote the lyrics was like it went along. It was cool, you know.
That was the
really good.
craziest part
Yeah.
about it. Like, I loved how, like, even though he was like telling like wash your hands, like it went
Yeah.
along with everything. Like,
It was all like the melody was pretty cool, you know. It's like it was straightforward. It was cool though. I liked it.
yeah, dude, that dude's really talented. Jared Along, I believe that's his name. Dude, he has a lot of like funny parody songs. I think I shared. He has an actual band with another YouTube singer. It's a female singer, and she does a lot of like the screamo kind of hardcore songs. I think Ed, you've seen her on some stuff.
Freaking Lauren something.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So he has another band with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but this is just one of his parody things. So I thought it was kind of lighthearted, and it was on topic, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys did enjoy that, go ahead and go check out the band's YouTube page. I think they're dropping a full album, and I think all the songs have to do with like the kind of the medical pandemic type of theme. So
Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy.
yeah,
That should
I'm
be
gonna
good.
check that out.
yeah. Oh yeah, right here. Actually, I got them. The album is going to be called The Praxis of Prophylaxis. And it's going to be available on April 17th. So
there you go.
Oh, so it's coming up. Nice.
yeah. So
Something to look forward to.
yeah, especially since we're all probably going to be still stuck inside. So
Absolutely.
so check that out if you guys want to. But I think that's about it for this episode. You think so? Or?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're good. Done.
Fucking
That's
wrap
all
it
I got
up.
to say. Goodbye. Actually. Cut it.
But
Cut it.
I hope this was kind of a break from anybody's day, their monotony,
Yeah.
any boredom. Hope we shared some laughs, made you guys smile.
Yeah, man. Positivity right now. Let's just try to keep it alive. Keep
That's
it
it.
going.
Yes.
Yep. Positivity train.
Yes, share in
Yeah.
that train. Hop on that train. Run a train.
Yep. Run a train on
shit,
that
dude.
train.
But if you're gonna run a train, make sure
I'm involved.
Yeah,
Make sure everybody's been disinfected.
exactly.
Lysol the booty hole.
Oh, god damn it.
It's gonna
That's
sting a little bit, but
that's the name of a song right there.
Lights on the booty hole. I'm writing that, bro. It's next.
Do it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We had fun. Just like
as
everybody
always.
said,
Yep.
continue the positivity, carry it out. If you see somebody while you're out and about, do something nice. While you're inside, try to, hey, call your family, call your mom, do something.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. Do something, guys. Like,
Do
Uh,
anything.
do anything, freaking draw, paint, knit, clean up around the house, thinking about doing something, do it. Like, or else you're just going to go crazy,
Yeah.
You're just going to, sitting in the house and listening to nothing but bad news is just going to make you go insane.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now's the time to pick up that hobby.
Yeah,
If you want to
exactly.
build that old model car that you've been sitting,
Dude.
on for a minute, it's been in the closet.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
That
Pull it
block
out.
of wood, that block of wood you've been waiting to whittle.
Exactly. Whatever. You
That's
got an
it.
instrument. Learn. You want to learn how to play an instrument? Learn it. Like do something.
Yes. Dude, that's the crazy thing I'm loving right now. Like the online community is just going crazy. Like so much creativity right now.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure. Yeah.
I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Don't forget, you guys can follow us on all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
That's right.
Yep.
Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you're seeing our faces, hit that subscribe button right there.
Yep. And the bell next to it, so you can know when we post new ones.
Exactly, like Ed said.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it for us. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace out.
Later.